Oh, hey honey. I'm just checking the weather radar. It seems that there's some intriguing developments happening in the northern Midwest right now. As you can see, a low-pressure trough is moving through the region. It's currently drawing in a significant amount of warm, moist air and cool, dry air with its fast-moving winds. Assuming the air jet gets overspread in the right direction, it'll make the resulting thunderstorms rotate. With these conditions, I'm certain that there will be some tornadoes, powerful ones at that. You know me, I'm all for chasing awesome, powerful tornadoes. Let's just hope that none happen in any major metropolitan areas. I highly doubt that an EF5 tornado will come from this. The drought has already lasted so long. We have no reason to assume that it'll end anytime soon. At worst, we'll probably get yet another high-end EF4, as if we don't have enough of those already. I wish the National Weather Service would just admit to an EF5 already so we can get it over with. Of course I want people to be safe. That's a top priority over everything else. I'm just tired of all these dubious ratings. Is the NWS really so afraid of an EF5 that they'll do anything to avoid the rating? It feels like they're doing it on purpose. I don't hate the NWS. I'm sure they're fine people, but whoever's calling the shots on these ratings seriously need to conduct better research. Either that, or we just need a new scale. I guess it's possible that we genuinely just haven't had an EF5 in over 12 years. Maybe the scale really is perfectly accurate. Maybe nobody is actually wrong about any of these ratings. I just think there's a lot of room for debate. Whatever the case, if it turns out that a major supercell forms a few states up, would you be willing to make the drive with me and the team? I'm just saying, on the incredibly unlikely off chance that an EF5 does happen, I would hate for us to miss it. It's a very long drive, unfortunately. About 16 hours. It would most certainly be a multi-day trip, and we'd have to stay at a hotel. So, if you do end up obliging, consider this your notice. Wow, really? You're that willing to go? I love your enthusiasm, honey. It fills me with so much joy. I've made quite the storm chaser out of you, always chomping at the bit and raring to go. Huh? The radar? What, did you notice something? Oh, shoot. Wait. Hold on. What is this? It's an alert. It says, Derico tomorrow? I was wondering when we were due for a Derico. There's more. It also says, a high chance for major tornadic activity in North Dakota. Okay, where in North Dakota exactly? Ransom and Cass counties. All right, but what about an exact location? Can I get a city? Enderlin. Oh no. Honey, I just got this weird feeling in my stomach, and my heart is beating faster. You ever just get this harrowing feeling of dread? Like something terrible is about to happen? I'm gonna try to stay calm, but I need to call Sam. He might not know about this. Hey, Sam. You doing all right? Great. As for me, I'm kind of freaking out right now. Have you checked the weather radar for North Dakota? Seriously, I'll send you a photo. Just look at it. So, notice anything? Yeah, the region is getting some major CAPE, and the state got an alert for tomorrow. A Derico and a high chance for major tornadic activity in Ransom and Cass counties, more specifically Enderlin. You don't think it could happen, right? Skeptical, huh? To me, it feels like an intuition. My spouse is with me right now. I just told them the state of events. They're up to speed. So, tell me, are you and the team willing to make the drive up to North Dakota with us? It's a multi-day trip, so we'd have to leave soon. Like, really soon. I hope it's not too much to ask, but I've never felt so sure about something in my life. You didn't have any other plans? Well, that's great. Is the rest of the team on board? Fantastic. Guess we're all in then. When's a good time? 8 a.m. Very well. I like getting started bright and early. Is there anything else we should discuss? All right. See you on the road, Sam. Well, honey, I certainly wasn't expecting this, but I guess we're going to North Dakota today. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. I seriously didn't think we'd be leaving Oklahoma again, except this time it's by car, and only a few states up for a day or two. You're excited. I can see that you aren't bothered by this sudden change of plans. A storm chaser is always ready for action. Let's do whatever we need to get done today, grab our equipment, and hit the road. We just crossed the border into Kansas. Still have to get through Nebraska and South Dakota, though. Tell me, honey, are you personally expecting an EF5 tomorrow? Or do you think that's ridiculous? You don't care. Just in it for the sport, huh? That's a good attitude to have. For me, it almost seems silly. EF5 tornadoes are 1 in 1,000 at best, and usually even rarer than that. But I don't know. The situation feels different. It's almost spiritual. I feel like I'm one with nature, like a sixth sense, or superpower. I can't quite describe it. It's definitely possible that this could be a nothing burger. We really don't know for sure. Just gotta find out the hard way. You know there's a possibility that we could die tomorrow, right? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying that it could happen. But only if I act like a bad driver and make terrible decisions. Which I won't. Just remember, the odds are low, but it's never zero. Don't worry, honey. If our truck gets stuck in the tornado's path and we can't escape, I'll give you a dramatic speech about how much I love you before it takes us. But seriously, I'm not gonna mess around. If there was ever a time to be serious, it'll be tomorrow. Gonna be honest, North Dakota is the last place in Tornado Alley that I expected a warning for major tornadic activity. Of all the states in the Midwest, it's one of the furthest from the center. I just find it so bizarre. I know it's not unreasonable by any means. I'm just surprised. So, have any questions? If you need a recap on anything, I totally understand. I think we're all a little scatterbrained today. I assure you, there won't be any shortage of drinks or snacks. With how much driving we'll be doing, we'll be sure to stock up. We'll stay at a hotel in Lisbon. It's the closest city to Enderlin. Well, technically Sheldon is closer, but Lisbon has more services, and the distance isn't significant enough to matter. I knew you'd mention the Dominator. It would have been perfect for an excursion like this, but it's expensive. I'll just have to be careful. This truck has done us a great service. I'd hate to see it get totaled. That's everything? Great. I'm happy to clarify or remind you of anything. Welp, we have a long drive ahead of us. It'll be very late at night when we arrive. We'll definitely have to sleep immediately. And we'll probably wake up late as well. I just hope we don't wake up too late. But with any luck, we might be a part of history tomorrow. If you do get that feeling, check for other heart attack symptoms. A feeling of doom is one of them.